Yo, Scrawny with the skinny, back at it with the fantasy land, and it's playoffs, Pro League playoffs. There's a lot of teams here. There's a whole lot of teams here to pick from. But first, Group C and D, which I didn't make a video for because I was AFK, so sorry, you didn't get the insights. All I would have said was what you probably did, played the favorites, Navi and Mouse, and unfortunately, I just picked the wrong players from the wrong team. If I switched JL for Bit and Torzy for Brolin with the $5,000 that it would have freed up, that alone would have taken this top 45% finish probably into the 20s or so. This wasn't like the first Pro League event where favorites fell off and you needed some quirky combination to really kind of take it to 1%. You really could have gotten there. Again, even if you dropped Shuhei, or rather Torzy insertion for Shuhei, he went from 0.7 in Chengdu to now mid 1.20s at Pro League. Total turnaround. Good for him. Glad for it. But I got stuck with Alexi instead of Shuhei. Shout out JT, man. He was worth his money. With that done, I sit currently at 12th. With the 1% finish, it felt like top 5 was doable. It is 19 points to Bleh, who hangs on to the spot I want. Now, 19 points is not insurmountable, but it's going to take a spectacular formula. It's going to take a strong finish. It's going to take another 1 or 2%, I think, right? It's not mediocre scoring for me from here on out. With that said, let's go through the predictions. That's the forewarning, all right? We're going to get a little spicy with this one. G2 will beat Big and 3D Max, and I think for that reason, G2 has a tempting start to the playoffs. They and FaZe are in these similar positions where they could end up running it deep, and if they do happen to do that, they're going to rack up a lot of points as they get there, right? FaZe has the possibility of 5 matches. Think of drafting a FaZe player like Brokey, who could just go huge 5 matches in a row. And if you don't have Brokey, you simply don't get that 1% I'm looking for. G2, same boat, but overpriced. It's the easy opponents that wrap this up. I say G2 meets Mouse. I say Mouse beats them. That's right, on the Mouse train. Mouse have cost me at times, but I think it's coming together. I think Brolin is going to play better than Chengdu. I think Shuhei is playing better than Chengdu. I think Torzy, if he is your weakest player, you're in a good place, statistically speaking, at this event. They're all looking improved, and so I say Mouse win that into the semis. Down here, VP Gamer Legion. Dude, I don't even know if VP gets past the Mongols. I'll give them Gamer Legion. I think Mongols could upset, and there's a world where Mongols actually upsets twice and plays Mouse in a semis. It's not far out of reach, dude. Mongols have a best of 3 victory over Complexity. I believe that was DreamHack Atlanta at the end of 2023. And Mongols, in my eyes, are good at beating teams that they've beat in the past. They're repeat offenders. Look at what they do to Furia. Think about that. Virtus Pro will be a challenge because there's growing pains on VP at the moment. Norbert's fallen off. Electronic hasn't really hit the ground running. Flit's consistent, but James not enough as a second star to really have that consistency for them. Gamer Legion, easy layup. Sorry. Mongols, not so much. I don't want to touch this. I don't want to touch this section of the playoffs. Down here, FlyQuest beat BetBoom. Shout out to the Aussies. Marked improvements. Very cool to see. Liquid will defeat them. NA Copium, actually a 50-50 and doesn't matter in my eyes because Astralis beat whoever they play and end up here. Mouse, Dark Horse Mongols call. Remember, you heard it here first. Astralis, and then let's dig into this, okay? FaZe versus Monty, much like G2's start, much like Virtus Pro's start, I will just give that to FaZe, right? This needs to be either the first time that FaZe misses out on a playoffs at a CS2 event ever, or they run the most godlike playoff performance, okay? Monty, that's the warm-up, the appetizer. Navi, Vitality, Astralis, and potentially Mouse again. In another grand final, this time when Mouse is not in front of a huge crowd. This time when Kerrigan has been going on record as saying he is the most exhausted that he has ever been in his entire career. A FaZe that don't look undefeatable. Do they have it in them to do Monty, Navi, Vitality, Astralis, and Mouse again? Or is this the time Mouse finally beats them? I don't think FaZe make this run, but I don't know at what step it ends. Vitality and Astralis to me are gonna get the scalp here. One of them's gonna take it. I'll give FaZe Monty. I'll give FaZe Navi. Oh, it's just Vitality had a layup of a group stage. Super easy group stage matches. ZywOo's numbers are through the roof. Astralis versus Vitality. Astralis to playoffs with Mouse. Mouse Astralis playoffs. Here are the corn dogs. All right. It's all about predicting the team, the upsets on the bottom side of the bracket for me. And I think Astralis, after what we saw in Chengdu, after what we've seen at Pro League, they have legit wins over, what was it, FaZe again, plus, hold on. It was the Eternal Fire game that really impressed me. Yeah, okay, it was. Double checking. 2 top 8 majors between FaZe and Eternal Fire, and Astralis 2 of them both. Excuse me. Excuse me. This is it. This is the call. I'm not insane. I will not be silenced. This is what it is. It's the upset from Astralis. I would love to have Yimfat, but I can't fit in solid enough picks without him. Kind of bogging me down. And a Rain little spice, because FaZe are at least going to get 2 wins, possibly 3. Could be Astralis beating FaZe instead. At least they've got the recent head-to-head victories that give them an edge over Vitality. All right. I might die. This is where it ends. Good luck out there. The season's almost done. Never give up.